Hello, Christina's Raw Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez-Williams, and I am so excited to make a new tortilla for you. This is a pork rind, ground pork rind tortilla, and it is absolutely delicious. It is one of those flexible kinds, so it's kind of like a crepe, but more like, but in between a crepe and a gordita and a tortilla, and it will hold food. And it is one that you're gonna pour. It's a liquid batter for this type of tortilla. So if you like tortillas, put tortillas in the comments. If you like pork rinds, or if you eat pork, then you'll love this. If you don't eat pork, this one isn't for you. But if you do, you'll love this. So this is, I have to blend this batter. Thumbs up, hearts, share this video. Tell me where you're watching from. Patricia, hello. And I'm going to first add my pork rinds. So I have a half a cup of ground pork rinds. If you don't buy pork rinds that are ground, like Panko is a brand that has ground pork rinds, you can grind your own that are just pork rinds and salt. The best pork rinds is going to be just pork rinds and salt, and you can just like grind them up until you have a half a cup. Then we're going to add a 4 ounces of cream cheese, and I softened it already a little bit in the microwave so that it can blend easier. And then we're going to add 7 eggs. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to make this all fit. It's a little past its limit, but it's okay. 7 eggs, and I am past my limit. So I'm going to mix in the water. So it does have some water. It does also have 2 pinches of pink salt. So I'm going to use 2 pinches of pink salt. And then I'm going to put pink salt on each side of these when I make them. And now we just get to blend it. It is full. We're hoping that this isn't going to overflow. Let me get my top. I don't have any more, the big one of these for the Ninja, so I always am hoping that it's not going to overflow. But I do need to add a 1/4 cup of water. So if you have a bigger one, you can do it all at once with a 1/4 cup of water. I have my blender over here. Let me do that. It's right behind this. Now we've got this blended, and I'm gonna add my water, my 1/4 cup of water, and then it's ready to go and ready to be made into the tortillas. So I'm gonna get my frying pan, my frying pan a little bit heated up. The first one is always the most challenging. So here I have the 1/4 cup of water. And I'm just gonna mix that in because it's just, it definitely will overflow, I think, at this point. So I only had pork rinds that had seasoning in them, which I wasn't excited about. I accidentally ordered the ones with seasoning. But if I was making these, with my recipe, which is with regular, no flavor, no seasoning pork rinds, that's gonna be the best bet. The best ones to use. So now I have my frying pan, and I want to use some avocado oil, or you can use coconut oil, and you don't want it to stick, so I want to make sure this first one is the one that needs the most of this. And then I need my spatula, and I'm going to fill it like 3/4 of the way so that it can oh, that was more than 3/4. Like I said, the first one you're always figuring out the quantity. And I'm going to use this on the top of this to kind of prevent it from spilling out so much on the sides. And then we're going to wait for this one to cook. So I also want to put on here, on both sides, some pink salt. And then on the other side, I'll flip it and put some pink salt. But there is a little bit of pork and salt in the pork rinds. So this brand that I have that I told you I would not use if I had ordered the right one, is Italian style pork rinds, and it's by Pork King Good. So there's other brands other than Panko out there, and this just has pork rinds. I'm looking for the ingredients. I don't see them. I think it's just pork rinds and then these Italian seasonings. There it is. Salt, spices, parsley flakes, garlic. So it's not going to be the best for these tacos because my tacos are not going to be Italian tacos. They're going to be like more a Mexican style of taco. Once we get these I'm going to use a tortilla warmer. It's not a warmer, but it's a container that keeps the tortillas warm. So I'm going to use this one, which is huge, much bigger than the tortilla, but it'll hold a lot. If you have a tortilla container, have one. If you don't have one, put not yet in the comments. I like to put them in there and then they stay warm for whoever's grabbing their next taco. What do you like in your tacos? We are having ground beef tacos today. I also have a taco seasoning recipe. I don't know if it is published on the website. And I recently have learned that I will not be able to recover all of my photos that were attached to an iCloud that was shut down. So I have to slowly, over the next long time, continue to remake those recipes and take photos and upload those for you. But I will look and see if I have that and put that in the comments. I have a taco seasoning, like a DIY taco seasoning that you can use when you make it. So we're going to have ground beef. We're going to have tomatoes and spinach. And I'm going to see if anyone wants onion. Usually just one person does or two people do. My husband's not eating tonight. He's doing a 60-hour reboot tonight to reset his metabolism. So he's not. So we'll see. I want to know in the comments, what do you like to put in your tacos? And my girls love to put sour cream. They absolutely love sour cream. Oh, I'm going to put avocado in mine too. Oh, I love avocado too. And whether I make it into guacamole or not. Oh, and cheese. How can I forget cheese? We're going to put cheese too. Tell me what you would put. So this is way too much. You want to put enough that you can keep moving it around. Like this is going to take a little bit because it has too much liquid in it. You want to do like 3/4 or like half so that when you put it around, it's a little bit less and then it takes shorter to cook. But always the first one is there. You're doing a 48-hour one, just ketones and water. Awesome, Patricia. He's using ketones and Keto Pro and water. Yeah, that's what he's using. Hi, Rosalie. We are making tacos. These are ground pork rind tacos. They use ground pork rinds, a 1/2 cup, 4 ounces of cream cheese, 7 eggs, a 1/4 cup of water, and 2 pinches of pink salt, and then pink salt on both sides sprinkled. And then they are going to be flimsy. You can make a quesadilla with them. You can use them for tacos. Because they're liquid batter, you want to not over liquefy what you put inside. So if you're putting a ton of salsa, it might start to get soggy. But if you're not, then it's going to, if you use like sour cream and guacamole and a little bit of salsa, that also can be there. You like lettuce with your hamburger mixed with salsa. Awesome. That sounds really good. And mild cheddar cheese and sour cream. Awesome. That sounds really good too. Sounds just like about exactly what we're having. Okay, it's getting less. Again, I put too much batter in for this first one. It's kind of like making an omelet. And there we go. I know that I put up a post today about moving your body. I got back from my evening walk. Zariah joined me for that one, and the women in my community. Tell me what you did. I know. Actually, tell me in the post that I already put up. Tell me if you already moved your body. Taco. We don't really follow like as a family Taco Tuesday. We just have tacos when we feel like having tacos. It's actually whenever which girl feels like having tacos, and right now that's been Kaidalea, and it's her week. And so I asked her what she wanted today, and she said taco. I asked her if she wanted the tacos today, and she said yes. You just came in from a walk. Awesome, Rosalie. All right, let me check on this. Nope. I'm always premature in the first one. I wish I would learn, but I just get impatient. I'm gonna wait. All right, so tacos, tacos, tacos. Tell me if you like tacos, if you would prefer them in a tortilla or if you would prefer them in a salad. Sometimes what my husband does when we have tacos is he just takes whatever tortilla I make, he takes it into little bits and puts it into his taco salad. And he uses a bunch of spinach and then all the things, and then he mixes it all up, and it is delicious too. So you can actually do both. I mean, within one family, you could do both ways, and it'd be really good. All right, let's see. No liquid is moving. So we're gonna see if maybe I can get enough around this. Definitely has too much butter. All right. Okay, I got it. Okay, it could go a little bit longer. It got a little bit brown. I need to get a little bit more brown here, but it'll be enough to show you. So these do take a little bit longer because they're, unless I recommend using two, you would do it in a salad. Awesome, Patricia. 2 frying pans. I would do it in 2 at once because then it is so much faster. It wouldn't fall apart, Rosalie. You gotta do it. The first one might. The first one often falls apart because you're figuring out the quantity of liquid. But then after that, they don't fall apart. And the recipe doesn't fall apart. I created it so it doesn't fall apart. So you should be good. Rosalie, you gotta try it. All right. So this is what it is like. I want to get one done so that I can show you how it folds. Or how it doesn't fold like a burrito fold. It folds like a taco hold. Not like a burrito fold, but like a taco hold. It does. You will not be able to, if you try to roll it around, then it's going to break. But if you do it like this, it's great. Ooh, you picked up pecans. Okay, tell me how you like those. I was eating on my pecans today. I was picking out, I like the pecans the best. And so I was picking out the pecans. I have some pecans left, but I have a lot of almonds left. I like almonds too, but I really like the pecans. Really, really like the pecans. All right, I'm going to see if maybe I can re-put it on the other side. Oh, yeah. It's almost there. I probably should put it back on the other side, this side too. But I want to get those parts that were still a little bit light. You want it to be like, it doesn't need to be golden everywhere, but you'll be able to tell if it's a little bit too like soggy or just not cooked in those spots. All right, it is almost there. I just want it to cook a little bit, and then I'm gonna let it cook, not dry. Cool. I'm gonna let it cool. I have like Spanish and English going on in my head right now, and things are not coming to me as fast. I know, Rosalie, it is hard to stop. I think what I need to do is make sure that I get a little dish and portion out what I'm going to eat, because otherwise it's like eating popcorn, and that's not the best option. It's better than eating chips, but it's still not the best option to eat them as if they were popcorn. All right, so this time I'm going to do better. I'm going to make sure that that's on at getting not as much. So I'm making like 2/3. I'm going to use like 2/3 and then spread it and then let it cook. And I'm going to add my pink salt. There's probably, I don't want to over salt it because the ground pork rinds already have some salt. But I do want this. A 5-gallon bucket. Oh yeah, did you say, Rosalie, you have pecan trees? Or someone has pecan trees? I feel like someone told me that they have pecan trees. I don't remember who that is. All right, this one is getting ready. Now I'm gonna show you this one. It's still really hot, but maybe I can show you. So you can see that you can put food inside and then you can eat it like that. And it's very filling because it also has protein, because it has the eggs and it has the cheese and it has pork rinds. So super high protein, a great option for a tortilla, great option to make a quesadilla, like just great option all around. Gotta try it. All right, that's it. I'm gonna go. You have 3, awesome. That's amazing. All right, that's it. you gave Anne some. Awesome. That's great. Have a wonderful day from my house to your kitchen. Global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye.